my channel. Sorry I've been away for a while. As you probably guessed, if you're regular here, I have had a very rough couple of weeks. First I had a trapped nerve. I think it was in my neck. Like, if you've seen my fibromyalgia videos, what started it was having a trapped nerve here, and then this part of my shoulder, two trapped nerves at the same time. So it's hard to tell where the pain is originating from. But I was leaning like on my arm on the bed, just resting, chatting to Tom, and then suddenly I was in tremendous pain, like straight to the top, 10 out of 10 pain. Physically could not move. I tried to sit up and the pain, it feels like it's ripping through you. That's the best way to describe it. And yeah, I ended up, it was easier to lower myself from the position I was in, so I ended up face down on the bed. Tom got amitriptyline, which is the painkiller I'm prescribed, popped one in my mouth, got a straw and water, and like helped me to take the drink, and was like, just bring my laptop, pop it where I can kind of see something. I was like, just go sit in the living room. Like, we know how this goes. When it's this bad and it's from a trapped nerve, I'm gonna be stuck, incapacitated for a couple of hours. I was like, hopefully it will wear off before I need to use the toilet, but if not, we'll work something out. He was very hesitant to leave me. He hates not being in the same room as me, at least when I'm in a lot of pain, even though there's not really anything he can do. There's nothing really can be done for trapped nerves. I know some people go to the hospital, but all I can do really is continually take painkillers. Oh yeah, I took, at the same time as the amitriptyline, I took 2 Solpadol, which I'm also prescribed as and when I need it, and the amitriptyline I'm mostly prescribed every day, but to take 1 a day, no, 2 a day, sorry. And if my pain is worse, I can increase it by, I think it's a maximum of 4 a day. So yeah, that was unpleasant. So after I take the initial amitriptyline, after that I took the Solpadol every 4 hours, and then I took a second amitriptyline before bed to try and help me sleep through it. And for the first 3 days it was just excruciating. It was like next to impossible to move. If I had to, you know, like when you're sitting, you just, without thinking, you adjust. If I did that, then I'd cry out in pain. I was like, oh, I have to sit super still. Not only is it physically painful, it's very stressful. It's stressful on me because I don't know how long it's gonna last, and I know it doesn't take much for it to be in a lot of pain. And I pee a lot. I drink a lot of water or a diet soda during the day, a lot. So I pee a lot, so it was making me drink less because I didn't want the jostle of having to move my body too much. A little bit TMI, but this is the life of somebody with chronic pain. Well, at least it's my life. And then I think it only lasted a week, and I say only because before I've had it go like for months, trapped nerves. So I think it actually might have been a little over a week. Anyway, so I had acupuncture after that, where instead of doing the cupping, I laid on my stomach. I usually have my treatments on the back, and she just popped like a million pins, or it felt like at least 100. But she put like in my jaw here, because I also have TMJ. I forget what it stands for. Something to do with tension in your mandible, which is your jaw. Something, yeah. I should have re-looked that up. So yeah, that means that there's different versions. People who grind their teeth at night, which is technically not what I do. What I do is I clamp really tight, so like that, like you know when you're in pain you go, but my jaw just stays like that in the day and at night, but it's worse at night. So So she put that in my jaw to help me relax, and that was super painful. Gone a few times. It hurts having acupuncture, but it's because you were like, you know, this is kind of deep work. Some of it is like kind of more surface, just dealing with a little bit of pain. Depends on what your body can handle, how long you've been going. But this one we're like, okay, let's go a little bit more intense so that I don't have a reoccurring traveller. So hopefully it won't come back. And then yeah, I had lots of needles all down here, a few in this part from, I guess it's, yeah, sort of towards the shoulder blades. I had various needles in there, and I have one here a lot as well if I'm lying on my stomach, and the base of my skull, sometimes on both sides, and that's to release the tension in my jaw as well. And then I was okay for a few days. I was sore that day after the session, especially the one in my jaw, because even though it's in my jaw, I do not stop talking, which she's totally fine with, but like it was just aching. I'm like, this is the first person in ages that I've spoken to who's not Tom. I need to enjoy it, and we have a good relationship, myself and my acupuncturist. She's very friendly, she's very knowledgeable about different things, especially obviously acupuncture and the body, and she's happy to chit chat about other stuff as well. So I have a super dry mouth. And then just when I thought, yeah, I'm over that, I got IBS, and it's the worst IBS I've had in a while. And like, I'd say since the first lockdown we had, like, you know, when the whole world was on lockdown, this is the worst IBS I've had since then. And I just had terrible stomach cramp, like worse than the period pain stomach cramp I used to get, to the point where like I felt like I couldn't breathe, and I was nauseous on top of it. So like, you can't breathe, and then like, am I gonna vomit, am I gonna vomit, and then like, oh, don't let me vomit. And I was taking Buscopan for that, which is just an over-the-counter medication that is generally prescribed if you have been diagnosed with IBS. And the thing is, I think what triggered it is that when I sleep, I have a problem. A fibro problem is that your body can't change temperature properly, or you can't tolerate temperature changes. So if I get too hot at night, I don't have that instinct to throw my quilt off, so I stay very hot, and that often makes me sick. And then yeah, it just lingered. I think it was like 10 days in total I had it. I was taking like the nausea medicine, cyclizine, that I'm prescribed for. That wasn't really doing anything. I have acupressure bands that I wear a lot. I actually took them off earlier today. Like, I had to sleep in it because it was so bad, and it has like these little, like a little button, and it pushes here on your wrist. So like where the lines are here, like the main lines, supposed to go like 3 like that, 3 fingers, and that's where it's supposed to press this button. So you line it up and you just wear the band all the time. It's actually like a travel sickness band, but it's good for basically any nausea. Yeah, I woke up and I was hot, but I thought, like, I don't feel too bad. I felt like a little off, but that's not unusual for me, so I didn't think much of it. I was like, okay, let's get a can of Coke going, give me some caffeine to wake me up, because I'm not a coffee drinker. And I was like, I think, oh, maybe I'll have a hot chocolate. Do I want herbal tea? So I just sat down. I took like 2 sips of the Pepsi, and I was like, no. And I was like, stop drinking it. I was like, Tom, give me the sick bucket. So we have a bucket nearby just in case I throw up, which I rarely do with IBS, but it happens occasionally. So I did throw up once. Thankfully that was it. And I did have to go to the toilet with IBS, so not too much information, I hope. But yeah, it's, well, as usual with everything, I think like the first 3 days are the hardest. And like, I couldn't hold down anything for the first day. It, like even water was hard to hold down. I always drink bottled water just to make sure, you know, it's as clean as I can get it, rather than just regular tap water. I don't like drinking tap water anyway, I'm too fussy. I had to send Tom out, I think, for some crackers. I don't think I had any, just like dry crackers, and I couldn't hold down more than like 5 in a day. Like that was hard work eating 5. You can probably see my face is leaner. I lost 8 pounds in about a week to 10 days, just because like it was hard as well to keep hydrated. I was trying to at least drink 2 pints of water a day, and I was lucky if I could get down 1. The nausea was so intense. And then like I couldn't hold down my medication. If I tried to like take an antidepressant, I would spit it back up, not really vomit, but like it wouldn't really go down properly, and then it was like, whoop, it was in my mouth again. I was like, I'm sure I just swallowed that down, but no, apparently not. So I was off my antidepressants for a week, which is very scary because they have a short half-life. So I'm prescribed 3 a day, so I have to take it 3 times a day to keep the level in my system stable. But I physically couldn't hold it down, so then it's left my system. So like with medical advice from Tom too, and non-medical advice as in my counsellor and my acupuncturist as well, we decided that I'm going to stay off the antidepressants. And like now that I'm not sick, I seem to be doing okay emotionally, but I've got antidepressants if I need it, and I can make an emergency doctor's appointment. The reason I didn't go back on it is because I have such bad side effects when I go back on the antidepressant, because this has happened before with IBS, where I'll like I get nausea again, very intense, that will at least stay for the rest of the day until like the next day when I wake up, that's when it's gone, but not always. Sometimes it will last longer. I was like, I can't bear to go through all that again. I get cystic acne as well with it along my jawline, and it's like, my face is kind of clear, could you please not give me acne, thank you. And it makes me very numb rather than just sort of leveled out, which is what antidepressants are supposed to do. It's supposed to help you find a balance. For me, I think the venlafaxine that I was on, or Effexor, you know, different names for it, that it went too far and made me numb. So like for the first week there was like, you know, just little sad things in like books and on the TV, I'd be like crying and like, or just tearing up a little bit. Like, this sucks. But I feel different, I feel better not being on them. But like I said, having like very close monitoring, I'm keeping a mood diary, especially if my mood changes, then I put it down in the diary. Make sure Tom is aware that if I'm suddenly a raging loon, that it's not personal, it's not his fault, it is just because my brain is getting used to not being on the medication. What else? I had cupping again today, which was nice. I bought a bath lift. Let's do some makeup while we talk. So I've got a lot of new makeup, and then I'll come back to the health thing in a minute. Let's like, I was gonna say sex this up, but that is not what I mean. So I did some shopping. Obviously it's Black Friday, and I swear last year I looked at all the makeup stuff and it wasn't that good, the sales, but this year, I guess it's because they've got a lot of stock to shift and not a lot of people are spending as much, that they're like 30% off, buy one get one free, and I'm like, what can I do? So this is from Superdrug, and I'm just going on my phone so I can have the prices up. I spent, not including like how much I saved, I saved like $28.99 and I got free delivery. Well, I went to get free delivery from Superdrug anyway because I have a card and I always spend over 15. I spent, yeah, £120. Anyway, so yeah, I got this because inside I'm still a 14-year-old girl and this is stuff I never got to do when I was 14, so yeah. Oh yeah, I'm wearing the wig again because A, it's a beautiful wig, and B, my natural hair looks terrible right now because all I'm doing is washing it, conditioning it, detangling, and that's it really. I haven't had the strength to braid. Like, after being sick for so long, I had so little energy. Like, you could have just gone and I would have fallen over. I had that little strength. Yeah. I don't know what the point was. What was the point? I don't really. Yeah, so I can't braid my hair, so I put this wig on to hide that. I'm not very good at it. I need to cut the lace, but I haven't looked at how to do this. And for some reason, it won't sit like right on the front of my hairline. It just keeps sliding back a little, but like my roots have come through a little bit with the, since dyeing it. It looks a bit better. So this is all sale prices. This is $1.99, just glitter ear headbands, but it's definitely part of their Disney range. So yeah, they got a huge Disney range, which you'll probably know from the title. Oh yeah, I got a new phone as well. Well, Tom gave me his old one, and he's got like the latest Samsung. And I got this new pop socket as well. So I didn't really like my old one that much. Right, so I got a couple of things as well that I'll probably mention, but one of them I've left in the living room. It's just yeah, the rest is Disney. I got the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Express Hydrating Body Spray. That's $5.49. I need to moisturise. Creams are actually kind of hard to rub in when you have zero energy. So a lot of the good body butters are really thick. So I thought, I like the moisturiser and serum for this, and the cleanser. Why not try the spray as well? So yeah. Look at this. I couldn't get all the Disney stuff because I was trying to have some self-control. They don't have all the princesses, which is annoying because I really want Ariel, because I always wanted to be a mermaid when I was little, for obvious reasons. And got some Minnie Mouse brushes. I try not to buy too many brushes because I've got a lot. So Minnie Mouse, and it's official Disney cosmetic brush set, and then it says Mad Beauty underneath. I don't know what the Mad Beauty is about. So this is a foundation, eyeshadow and powder brush. It's a synthetic, and this was this is £10 down from 15. I love the snowflakes. It's like a bit Christmassy. I put my wreaths on the door because I'm putting Christmas lights up in the window. I'm not putting the tree up yet. I know it's really early, and I'm normally not a very festive person, so I've had a lot of bad Christmases, or a lot where I spent alone prior to meeting Tom, that I don't get in the Christmas spirit. Sorry about that. I'll pop that down there and put it in the recycling bin later. Yeah, but like this year obviously it's been super dreary, and there wasn't a lot of Halloween stuff happening this year, and I was too self-conscious to put too many Halloween decorations up if no one else is doing it, but I should have just gone with it anyway. But still, that'll be recycled as well. So yeah, I've got these three beautiful brushes. The very soft synthetic, you can see it's gold, this bit's gold, and then it's actually a burgundy red, but my ring light is very bright and making it look blood red. It is not that red. Look at these cute little bows. Look at that. Try and block my face out. Is it focus? Yeah, there we go. And it comes with this cute little tin. This looks like, you know the ones that you get from the pound shop and they put Smarties in there? Oh, literally one brush fits in there. What is the point of that? But I still like it. I might put something else in there, I don't know yet what yet. Right, the powder brush there. I'm going to put the foundation brush in here because I don't use that shaped foundation brush. I don't like them. Put that in the drawer. Can never have too many eyeshadow brushes. And then I got the Mulan one, which is powder, blusher, foundation and eyeshadow brush. And it's got a little beauty blender sponge knockoff. Synthetic hairs as well. It says Mad Beauty. I think like Mad Beauty is like the company, and then they just sell it in Superdrug. Yes, it's designed in the UK by Mad People, so I guess Mad People are by Mad Beauty. Oh, this was £12. Well, it was 15, but in the sale it's 12. Oh, the sponge got stuck. That is a really firm sponge. Depends how you like your sponges. I prefer mine a little softer. I've got one here, the June & Co. Yeah, but it's much less rigid, so I'm not gonna hit that. I do like this shade of blue though. Like very light blue. Is mint blue a colour? I know mint green is, but I got this Minnie Mouse palette. Oh yeah, these are all Mad Beauty. This was not sealed properly, but like the sellotapes came off, but that's fine. So you can see it's obviously the shape of Minnie Mouse's head. It's got some nice colours. Well, just lovely, dotty, filled with sunshine, dreamer, precious, pretty in pink, beautiful, so sweet, and mini magic. So these, some of these are shimmers, and there's a couple of mattes. And yeah, it's just an eyeshadow palette. This was 15 and I got it for 10. Beautiful. Wait, should I swatch it? Let me zoom out a little bit. Let's swatch these. It'll be easier to swatch these now that I've lost some fingernails. Right, so we've got one called Beautiful. It's a very neutral colour. Can you see that? That's very powdery. Let me go over it a second time. Right, looks quite a lot there, but don't forget these are formulated for your eyes, not for your arms, so don't worry too much about that. I'll wipe that on paper as I'm going. Pretty in Pink is a shimmer, and is, you guessed it, a pink colour. Alright. Ooh, that is not pigmented. I'll do a second swipe, see if I can build it a little. I feel like I have too much light. Hopefully I can change it in when I edit it so you can see it better, but it's a nice light pink colour. Why am I blowing it? As Precious is a brownie bronze shimmer. That's better. That's only one swipe, look at that. And then Sparkle Bright is a kind of burgundy-ish. Or, yeah, burgundy-ish shimmer as well. Maybe it's like a dark. Comes out a bit more plummy on my arm, I feel. And then Precious is a deep bronzy shade too. Bronzy gold maybe. Let's get that, wipe those off my fingers. Then Minnie Magic is very light. My camera stopped recording. It always stops recording after about 25 minutes. So yeah, there's Minnie Magic. And then it's So Sweet is a matte shade. So it's like a very light brown. Very neutral. Can you see? I'm trying to like shield the light from it. I don't think that's working. Then it's Filled with Sunshine. Of a sort of bronzy shade, but it's a bit different to the other bronze. I'm not good at describing colours. We've got Dreamer, which is a sort of berry shade, matte. Does that come off okay? Can't see. Yeah, it's not too bad with just one swipe. I may not add any more. I was just thinking that maybe build up the bottom bit. Yeah, then Dotty. Very vibrant purple shimmer. You'll see that there. Ignore my dry elbows. And then Just Lovely, last but not least. Oh, that one swiped really nicely. So these are all in like the purpley berry family. So purples and browns, very warm. And that's nice. And then we have 3 face palettes. We have Cinderella. These look like VHS cases. If you don't know what VHS is, you're too young, so Google it. I love, you got all around the edge in gold pumpkins. Oh, this is I Heart Revolution. I know that Revolution, there's so many different under the umbrella of Revolution. Let's see, open this. This has tape on it too, so give me a second. Ah! Great, another nail popped off. This is the problem with glue on nails. Glue is such a scam, it doesn't work. Just lost my thumbnail. Thumbnail. Yeah, so that's the case. And then this beautiful. It's right at the end, obviously, her transformation. And inside it says Just Before Midnight. And then look at these beautiful colours. And then I guess these are blushes and bronzes. There's A Dream Is a Wish, Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo. Yeah, blush and bronzers. Then this one's called Waltz, and that one is Happily Ever After. Oh yeah, I'm not sure if I was showing it properly. So yeah, Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo. Got colours like named after the characters like Gus, Bruno, Lucifer, Pumpkin, Ball Gown, Daydream, Fairy Godmother. There's got her stepmother, Tremaine. That's a nice, very royal purple colour. Midnight, which is a very dark blue, navy. in Royal Blue. Then Nightingale is a lovely, like, sort of like a teal colour, I'd say that is. Then Cinders is brown. The white one is called Prince Charming. So yeah, love that. The next one is Princess and the Frog. I really like Princess and the Frog. I think it's fun. It's a bit different as well because it's the, you know, based in, I think it's New Orleans, isn't it? So I like it's got like a little bit about voodoo, you know, and Baron Samedi. Love that kind of stuff. Why is it so hard for me to get into these? Yeah. Oh yeah, all around the edges, just, it looks like, oh yeah, it's like her crown. I guess it's her tiara, but it also looks like it's frog's feet because there's like 3. And then she's cooking. I don't even want to throw these boxes away. Like, I'm going to keep them in their boxes. It's too beautiful. Put that carefully down there. And I got Beauty and the Beast as well. That's got roses all around it. Let me just open this too. Ah, stabbed myself in the chest. Shake that out. Okay, so Princess and the Frog, much deeper colours than the other palette. I think this colour and this colour in general is just very beautiful. So I'd say, yeah, this has got to be the blush side and the bronzer side. I've got shades almost there. Tiana's Place. Oh, I'm gonna mispronounce this. Is it Achi Danza? I haven't watched that for so long. I don't even know what that is. I have to look up. Mardi Gras, Promise, New Orleans. Oh yeah, because her friend, that white girl, was like the princess or queen of Mardi Gras. Yeah, so unsurprisingly, there's lots of greens in this. Very yellowy green at the top is Evangeline. If you don't know who that is, watch it as well and refresh your memory. Lily Pad, Gumbo. Tiana is a green, what looks like a shimmer. Shadow Man directly underneath. A nice purple as well. A deeper purple underneath called Kiss. Frog, Swamp, Beignet, Magic, Voodoo, Mama Odie, Witch Doctor, La Bouffe. And obviously Naveen for the prince. Which one to use though? Beauty and the Beast? Oh, on the back it says A Tale of Enchantment. This one says Real Dreams Come True. What was the Cinderella one? Oh, Just Before Midnight. Oh wait, that probably means it's... Do they not see it on the inside? Yeah, it looks like a storybook, which is great too. Can you open it? It says, oh yeah, Real Dreams Come True. Beauty and the Beast. Let's have a look. All 3 of them seem to have like quite a vibrant blue. So I guess everybody loves blue eyeshadow at the moment. This is like, I guess, like a medium palette. Maybe that's why there's only these 3. Because I didn't see any others. So it's like, you know, like one for lighter skin, medium skin, and then darker skin. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. Bonjour. Maurice. That was a cat, wasn't it? No, Maurice is her father. Wrong story. And do you know Beauty and the Beast is set in France? Like, way back in the day, France, obviously. I think 15th century. Something there. Taylor's Oldest Time. Classic line. It's like something has to be called that. and Be Our Guest, I think I said that already, and then True Love. Every time I say Be Our Guest, I just start singing in my head, be our guest, be our guest, be our guest. Then you got West Wing, which is the forbidden bit that she wasn't allowed to, remember? And Rose, Library, which I think is a really ugly brown shade up there. Shan't be using that. Cogsworth, Belle is this really stunning blue colour. And a nice purple underneath. Petal, Little Town, Gaston is like the reddish shade down here. Grey Stuff, but that colour is looking brown. Chip is obviously her little cup friend, Mrs. Potts. Lumiere, Spell, Beast is this dark sparkly colour. Beauty is yellow, which it has to be in it to go with her dress. Enchantress looks like super dark blue, or like a black blue colour. Oh yeah, Rose is red. And then Magic Mirror is white, and it looks like it could be a shimmer. And I got one lipstick. I limited myself just to one. You can see it's this medium pink shade, I guess you'd say it is. Oh, it's actually a lip topper. Damn. I was so excited about buying this, I didn't check properly. This is a Princess on the Frog one. Hoping I can go back and get some more. Right, prices. Do you know, I'll put these up on next to it anyway when I put it on the description box. So yeah, they are called Storybook palettes. They are £15 each. It doesn't say if there was a different shade or not. A different price. Yep, £15. The Tiana Topper, look how beautiful this is. Love the gold. It's like a cool design. It makes it look very 3D and very gem-like. That's a beautiful colour. Swipe this on my hand. Oh, that's very glossy. Very subtle peachy colour. It's got some gold reflex. I don't know if you can see it, like it is reflecting the light back very brightly. Can you see? There we go, I think that blocks out some of the light somewhat. I'm going to put that on now. It's got some gold in it. Right. It's lightly scented, but I can't think what that scent is. But it's pleasant anyway, not very heavy. Yeah, there's a lot of gold reflex in here, you can see. I guess it makes sense to do a green look because there's lots of green. So I'm going to do a Princess Diana inspired look, I guess. Let's see. Your favourite. And comment below who's your favourite Disney princess. Mine is The Little Mermaid because, like I said, I wanted to be a mermaid. Well, I said this before, like when I was younger, obviously I didn't really understand about race and stuff, and I mean like when I was like a kid like 7 or something, I watched Pocahontas and I thought I could be Native American as well. So I just thought it looked really cool. Kids have the weirdest thoughts. Well then, you know, there's some kids out there who think they can be a fire truck. Alright. Doe foot applicator. No smell. That's always good. Kind of want to do a look to match these ears because I think it's really pretty. just find it kind of weird when like eyeshadow primer just sort of dissolves into the skin, or like you can't see it at all. I'm like, is that supposed to happen? Ugh, my that looks a bit horridly patchy at the bottom. Just looks like it's just weirdly collected there. Eyeshadow primer is weird. Like, I'm never sure like what's the consistency meant to be like. I was gonna say something there, but I forgot. Ugh. Tonight is the last ever episode of Supernatural, and I am so not ready. If you know me, like, I know I'm gonna cry because the main cast to you guys said that they cried when they read the script, and I cry quite easily at stuff. And I've been watching it for like 14 out of the 15 years it's been on. So it's like a big part of my life. I'm 33 now, so you can work out how old I was when I first started watching. I'm just not ready for my heart to be shattered. Even though, I don't know if you watch Supernatural, and if you don't, what's wrong with you? Watch it, it's great. Yeah, he said that there's nothing obviously in the works now, but he's not burning any bridges, and he'd be open to coming back like some point in the future. Maybe they could do like a one-off special or a few episodes, who knows. Right. I guess I'll take the colour Lily Pad up here. It's very light green, and that can be like my transition shade. Take the Mulan fluffy brush. Oh yeah, did I show you the brushes? I don't think I did. How pretty is this? Oh, it's this light sort of, I'm going to call it duck egg blue. And it's got pretty little blossoms on, and I love this shade. And it's got copyright Disney on it as well. And then this symbol here, which I'm not really sure what that is, but I've seen it a lot. It's not really relevant, but hi. I guess if it's Tiana inspired, it can be like green and yellow. Might work some yellow in here. I don't think I like how that primer went on. It's too late now, so let's hope for the best. I don't know anything about how these are going to go on, and it's like I have sort of high hopes of them just because it's Disney, so you think they'd use like their best products and shit. Excuse my language. Oh wait, I forgot to zoom in. But I've used Revolution eyeshadows in the past, and I think they're terrible, so that's why I never buy them. I know Revolution is better. Revolution Pro I think is okay, but Revolution, in my opinion, is a bit rubbish. So I'm going to be really disappointed if they're bad. I've definitely had to build up this colour a bit. But it's like super pale colour, pale green. There's a bit of a kickback in the pan, like when I dip it. You see the powder there. You can see that. So I'm going to try and make sure I don't block my eyes. Let me just do this side. Maybe I should have gone and found my other eyeshadow primer, just in case, and let you know, test it, see if how that comes out. I mean, it takes a lot to build up just this really light colour, so I am concerned. Like, is it me or is there not a lot of people talking about this collab? Or have I just missed people talking about it? I mean, you can just about see that there's some green there. But like, this is several layers. Like, why is it so dark here? Just pop it on the table. Pop it on top of the blotting paper because I don't have thingy.
That's better, okay.
Yeah. Don't have coaster. Thanks. Just pop that on the table, I can reach it. This is not coming up very well, guys. I use a different product, it's a bit old, but it's a good one, so it should work. It's just not very big. Just see how this goes on. That is a nice, I don't know if you can see, that's a nice bright green. Yeah, that's the colour Frog. I guess it's sort of shimmery, but it's just not very pigmented. Or not like I like, but I guess, you know, it does the job. Just if you buy this, wind back your expectation, because it's I Heart Revolution, not the good Revolution in my opinion. And in my experience, it's not that good either. But yeah, it is what it is. I feel like I need a lot more dense brushes I can use. This is actually a matte shade. This should have been the transition shade actually. Let me scooch closer so you can have a look at the pink. I was going to say the pink eye. It's pink and purple. So, it's closer. I'll include some stills on my YouTube, Instagram, so you can see it better. Yeah, the pinks and purples are really nice. They're very pigmented. It's hard to see. There's actually like a bit of like hot pink or red in there. This colour is beignet. It's like a brown, but it mixed in with like the pink and purple a bit. Everything else will be listed below. I can't decide if this lipstick is a smidge too light for me or not, but whatever. Okay, I thought I'd come back for the blush and highlight bit. I mean blush and bronzer bit. So let's start with the bronze. Maybe I should swatch these on my hand first. Yeah, my hand's not clean. I've still got the other swatches on. Let's wait that off a second. I don't know if any of these are meant to be a highlight shade. So this is Tiana's Place. Very creamy. I'm just rubbing this a little bit. They're coming up quite a lot. I guess that could maybe work for a highlight shade. Super light. I was like, they put like medium, very light, and then let's do this one. These are very like reddish bronzers, I'd say. Seems to have a lot of red undertones, very shimmery and pretty. So that's Tiana's Place. Wait, was it? Or was that Tiana's Place? I'm so dumb. Hold on. Okay, yeah. So right. This one's Tiana's Place. Then in the middle, I don't know if you can see it, that's called Achidanza? I don't know. And then New Orleans. Almost there. It's very like a raspberry pink. Ooh. Very hot pink. I'm not going in with any more colour, I'm just using that finger to just smooth it out a little. And then Promise is a very purple colour. And then Mardi Gras is a very like terracotta. Oh, that's very red actually. So yeah. Let's see what I can do. I guess I'll use New Orleans as a bronzer. I'm gonna use the powder brush from the Minnie one. Just swirl it in lightly. Damp it on my head. It's looking like pretty pigmented. This is not a good bronzer shade. What? That's way too gold. Way too like burnt orange. That's got so much like gold shimmer in it. I hate it. I don't know, am I being too fussy? But it's just, there's so much gold in it, it's just, that's not really the place you want so much bronzer. I mean, so much gold. It's not a good look. I'm so disgusted that my face is stuck like this. Oh. Yikes. This would probably be like a good eyeshadow palette. Stick a little bit of foundation over that. Hopefully this is not gonna like make my foundation look terrible because it is a powder product and I have set my face in powder. Wow. That was a disaster. I really don't want to use the other colour either. I think it's just not going to look good. Let me have a look in the Taylor's Oldest Time palette. I'll swatch that on there in some yeah, that's very sparkly as well. Maurice shade is too light. Right, see the Cinderella one. So it just says face palette. Maybe I should have looked these up and see like exactly what they say. But you know, you think face, it's got to be bronze, blush, and highlight, right? But like the Cinderella one, Bibbidi, is like a very weird grey colour, so I don't know where anyone's using that. I'm sorry I'm not showing these. What did I just use it? I just did the inside of my arms. The colours have just vanished into my skin. That is really weird. Ugh, yeah, that's like a very chalky white colour. Bibbidi. Bobbidi is like a slightly shimmery bone colour. It smells a bit chalky as well. Waltz is too pink. Alright, none of those palettes are going to be suitable for this, so let's go into my drawers. Alright, I'm going to use my cheerleader from Benefit. I'll use the caramel hula, I think, instead. The problem with the Benefit, the thing I find with like very pigmented powders like this is that it comes really concentrated in one area, then you got to try and like buff it out. Like no matter how light you go, it always sort of ends up a little bit more concentrated in one area. Like the first area you touch down. Side's probably going to look a bit weird because of the powder sticking in my nose. Yeah, because I tried to correct it, obviously. I'm getting this wig everywhere now, like all these little hairs. I'm not contouring my face really, I'm just warming it up. This foundation is like a little bit too light. I'm really seeing my cheekbones though, where I've lost some weight. trying to overdraw my lips. And that's why it never looks right to me. And that is the lip cheat pencil from Charlotte Tilbury, so it's like supposed to be good at overlining, but no. Ugh, I'm counting down for the Supernatural finale and it's giving me anxiety and I'm thinking about it. I'm not ready. It's gonna end forever. And I have no idea what to expect. I don't know if you watch it, but like the last episode, they did like a season finale and then a series finale. So the last one was like, there were some shocking moments, there was some very sad moments. There was a scene that I was like, I was trying to hold back, I was about to be bawling my eyes out. It's a bit shiny there. So yeah, instead of using blotting paper, which I always forget I have, I just ripped tissue in half, so it's one ply instead of two. I cannot get this wig to sit where it's supposed to, like right on my hairline. I've got like a wig cap underneath and it's got clips, but it just doesn't stay where I want it. I pull it, see, as soon as I pull it down, when I move, it just slides back a bit. Like, why? Why can't you just behave? I'm stressing myself. Okay. Put it over my cheekbones a little bit, bring it around here. Instead of just the perimeter of my face. Right, now I'll go back to the Tiana palette. I guess, like, Mardi Gras is too red. I guess the plum shade might suit me. Purpley one. I promise, so. Even one of the bronzer shades might make a good blush, but I like very pink based blush. This blush brush is slightly angled from the Mulan collection. So this is discontinued on the, like when it says that it's going to be discontinued on the Superdrug site, but if you go to Revolution, like just go to Revolution's main site, you can see it still. Sculpt this face. I quite like that. Very nice. Bring it up here a little. Just trying to buff it out to make it very soft. A lot of full back. I learned from watching Robert Welsh. Well, Robert Welsh's videos confirmed it, but I actually learned from this Australian YouTuber called Nikia Joy about not smiling to do the apples of your cheek and go like up into your temple, just have a sculpted look. Love a strong blush, but like not stupidly strong. Very colourful with, because I got such like colourful makeup on. Maybe I should have gone for a more pared back blush. Maybe I should have just even gone for a bronze look only. Look, some missing here. I feel like this came like much more slanted and kind of sculpted in this one. It was a bit more everywhere. Like I did two different types of blush. I don't hate it. I don't do the e-girl sunburn on your nose thing. I don't think it's my style. Maybe I should tone down the blush a little. But you can see like it's very pigmented. I don't think it's patchy. Maybe a teeny bit, but that's probably more my application. So this is the foundation brush I use. Just dab it over a little to take that back a bit. Don't think it did much. That was like almost a silent, I don't know what you call that sound. Like a very silent cackle. Let's see. Don't use the foundation brush. I just want to put like maybe this Acidanza colour could be a highlight, but I kind of hate it. How do you pronounce this? This is what I do every time I don't know how to pronounce something. I just Google it. I think it's a made-up word from Princess Diaries. Princess Diaries. That's a completely different film from Princess and the Frog. I think it's like a made-up word because he's from, I think it's like a made-up country in it, Maldonia. Alright, yeah, that was not helpful and I'm not going to look forever. Let's see if this makes a good highlight. I think it could be a good highlight, but I think it's not for my skin tone. I think it's, I don't know, it looks too white. Dab that sucker off. I'm looking in my other mirror there instead of my handheld one to see how this all looks. Alright, let's just be done with that palette. Overall, I think it's a good palette, but it's not a great palette. I'm going to use the Heroin Glow by Juvia's Place. Where's that brush I just used? Wipe off that highlight. Hopefully it can save my face if I put it over the top, because I just need to do it. Oh yes, see, more gold colours suit me a bit better, I think, when it comes to highlight. Like, too light just looks weird. And I can't do subtle. I think this covered it quite well. So I don't mind a little bit of shimmer here. A little bit that side. I probably shouldn't have done this actually, because I got a little spot here. Like, considering how oily my skin got when I had IBS, I didn't break out as badly as I thought I would. Because for like the first 3 days the IBS was so bad, I literally could barely wash my face. Or I didn't do any skincare. I just wiped it to get some of the oil off. That was very hard for me. But as you can see, I survived. I'm not going to put it over my top lip. Just because of the gloss and lip product. I think I need to hold this over here to give it an angle. So hard when you're right-handed having to do the left side of your face. And that's so pretty. I like the way it sets off against the pink. What I'm going to do is take the brush I used earlier, because I can't bother to use a clean brush, even though I'm probably going to regret that. I'll just use the Hoola bronzer. It's a little lighter. Just down the side of my face, because I don't want my nose to look like super white. And I don't like to highlight my chin, because I got that dip there that bugs me. Okay. Ugh. I feel like maybe I should do false lashes, but I'm so lazy. Let me quickly do those off camera. Oh, why did I use this? I should have just used the highlight from the Cheek Leaders palette, just got so many. Alright, I'm going to quickly do false lashes, then I'll come back and say bye. Right, so the lashes are on. It is definitely so much easier to put lash glue on your eyeliner and then put the lashes on. Like, where was this tip ages ago? And I was really struggling. But anyway, so that's a finished look. I think I did something like this before when I did like half pink and half green. I like it. I feel like I'm looking very tan, like there's a lot of bronze for me. But I like to look very bronzed. I want to be sun-kissed. I want a strong blush. Loving this wig still. Look at those curls. That's so beautiful. So give me some feedback. Let me know what you think. I hope you like it. I hope this video is entertaining, funny, something. But hopefully not mind knowing. Nobody wants that. Oh, these lashes are from Primark. We used these a couple of times now. Good £5. Best, one of the best £5 I've ever spent. I used that Urban Decay setting spray I mentioned earlier. It'll be in the description box below. So yeah, that's it. have a look at my Instagram after. I'll add a few pictures. Let me know what you think. Am I a Disney princess? This makeup doesn't make me feel like a Disney princess, but I do like it. What would make me feel like a Disney princess? Well, I guess if animals did my housework. But Tom does, and he's a gorilla, so you know, I guess that counts. And that's in the nicest way, like, he knows the joke, he finds it funny. So yeah, like and subscribe. Subscribe and hit the notification bell as well, especially if you want to see when I next upload, because I don't know when it's going to be. This took hours, and it's going to take me a few days to recover probably. But I did have acupuncture today, so it might not take me as long as I would think to recuperate. I hope next time as well my spooky background's probably gonna go. I really like it. I kind of want to keep it all year round, but I don't know. Bye for now.